Hi, I'm Judith, the Nourishing Yogini. Today I'd like to show you how to make mayonnaise. Simple, easy, but healthy and nourishing. So to start, meanwhile I like to use a jar that just holds the amount that I will make. So it's not much bigger. In general, have something that is not too wide. We will use a hand blender, and that is kind of crucial how to make the mayo this way. Something to separate the eggs and measuring tools. For the ingredients, there are two kinds of oils. A neutral tasting sunflower oil and an olive oil. I like the bitterness of the olive oil, but I need to cut it a little bit with a different oil, otherwise it would be too bitter in case I only use the olive oil. Then we have a good quality salt. So this is an Himalayan pink salt. It will add minerals, trace minerals to the mayonnaise. Some Dijon mustard. Here we have freshly squeezed lemon juice, and yes, we do have big lemons in our garden. The eggs. So if you use eggs for a raw dish, basically a raw egg dish, make sure they are pasture raised. That way they are safe and as fresh as possible. And then the last ingredient, so this is whey. Whey is the fluid that you get when you strain yogurt through a cheesecloth. The leftover will be a delicious cream cheese. So the whey contains the lactobacillus, and it will start the lactofermentation, which makes your mayo last longer. So this is optional in case you will use your mayo within a week, 10 days, you don't need it. In case you want to keep it longer, then this is the way to go. All right. So to get started, we start with the eggs. So we crack an egg. See about the, to get just the egg yolk. So this worked out. And then there's one whole egg. All right, here you go. Now I add the salt. It's a quarter and an eighth. A good squirt of the Dijon mustard. So I boil it about a teaspoon. Here you go. Then the lemon juice. It's 1 tablespoon and a half. And then here I add the whey as well. It's 1 tablespoon. All right. Now you give it a good mix with your hand blender. Then we add the oil. So I like the bitterness of the olive oil, so I start with that one, adding a good amount, and then already starting running the blender. All right. Since it's not enough oil yet, it's still very fluid. So now I add more oil. You see, I fill it pretty much up. Mixing it in. All right. And And then here you see it already gets a little bit thick. And I think I can add a little bit more. And then the more oil you add, the thicker it actually gets. Alright, so this looks good. So I had added just, or actually so much oil that the jar is completely full. Sometimes when your mayo is still a little bit runny, adding a little bit more oil will actually thicken it. Now I use a spatula to just clean a little bit the tool. Alright, here you go. All done. Doesn't it look yummy? So the mayo will actually become even firmer once it goes into the fridge. But for now, put on a lid and then keep it on your countertop at room temperature for 7 hours. That way, the good bacteria from the whey can do the fermentation process, so the lactofermentation. That is when the good bacteria multiply and keep the others in check. All right, enjoy.